It is another fantastic day here at Fun King Garage, and being that it's February, it's time to start talking about Power Tour 2024. Now I know Power Tour doesn't happen until June, and it's only February, but I don't want to be in a rush like we were last year. So it's time now to decide what it is that Fun King Garage is going to take on Power Tour 2024.
How about this one?
Have you seen how rusty this one is underneath? I mean, it is from New York.
Well, this one's a classic.
You're right, this one is definitely a classic, and it would be a good hot rod, but it's so far gone, I don't think I'd have it ready in time.
Well, I suppose you want to take this one.
No, it's so far gone, and we'd have to wear helmets and goggles.
Well, there's this one.
Well, there is that one, and we'll probably talk about this later, but as you can see, this one definitely has some issues as well.
This one has enough seats, but it's another one of the New York trucks. This one's nice.
Yeah, but it doesn't belong to us.
I say we take this one.
Yeah, we don't talk about this one yet.
We could take a pair of Talons. How about if we take the Corvette?
Well, we don't all fit in there, and I don't really want to talk about that right now. Now you may be saying to yourself, well, Glenn, that is definitely a classic car. And it is. It's a 1955 Ford Fairlane. But how much of a hot rod is it? I mean, is it a hot rod? It's not a Camaro or a Nova or a Mustang. Well, let me tell you what. What this 1955 Ford Fairlane packs under the hood is an FE 390 big block. Now, I don't know how well this was built or what was added to it, because honestly, this car was just like this when I bought it. Wasn't what I went to buy, but it is what I ended up with, and I'm not sad. I'm not sad about that at all. Along with the FE 390 big block, this car came with an automatic transmission, air conditioning, an aluminum radiator, electric cooling fans, a Ford 9-inch rear end. I mean, what more could you want for Power Tour? Oh, it also has a really nice interior. The interior was done up in what I believe is vinyl, but it's a black and yellow combination, and how can Fun King Garage argue with a black and yellow combination on the interior? It does have an aftermarket stereo already installed, although it's a really cheap low-end one. It does have Bluetooth, which is fantastic. Did I mention that it already has aftermarket wheels? Yes, they're torque thrusts, which are the most common hot rod wheel, but they're brand spanking new. New tires too. Now, I would love to tell you that this is a 100% show quality car, but it's not. It does have some nicks and dings and stuff in the paint job, and there's a few issues with the wiring and a couple mechanical issues, but I'm completely okay with that. The car that I went to look at was a 1957 Pontiac, which I absolutely fell in love with on the internet. When I got there, I went over that car head to tail. And unfortunately, they were about $4,000 higher than I was willing to pay for that car. But in the process, I found this one. And it was more car than I expected. It was the perfect color. How could I argue with that color? It's our colors. And it runs, drives, and has a lot of the features that we were going to add to whatever we chose for Power Tour anyway. So it just seems like a really good foundation to take the whole family this year. My out the door price on this car was actually not much more than that 57 Pontiac. In fact, I would have spent that amount just putting air conditioning in. So I'm already ahead. Oh, did I mention this car has disc brakes already in the front? There's another savings. It just worked. It just worked out. It was the car for me. It took some haggling and some negotiation, but the wife approved, I approved, and the family was okay with it too. So now, with all of that said, I wish to introduce to you Fun King Garage's 2024 Power Tour car. Okay, it's probably also going to be the 2025, the 2026, the 2027. I don't want to be the kind of guy that builds a new car every year for Power Tour. What I want to do is continuously upgrade the one I have until I either get tired of it, I outgrow it, I run out of things to do to it, and then I'll build another one. But for now, this is going to allow me to haul the entire family to Hot Rod Power Tour 2024, and we're all very excited. Have you asked yourself the big question yet? Glenn, what possibly could you do to that car to make it better for Power Tour 2024? Well, I don't know yet. Obviously, I could take it just like this and probably be fine, other than some routine maintenance, oil change, plugs, wires, that kind of stuff. Car's never been seen. It's new. Why change anything? That would give me much more room for making changes for next year. However, there are a few things that I am considering as far as changes on this car. But for those, you'll have to wait for future videos. But for right now, I just wanted to let you guys know that we have a new addition to the family. We're still looking for names, so any suggestions, feel free to drop them in the comment. Keep it family friendly. And you're going to see a lot more of this car over the next few years. Somebody else is getting one. We're dropping one off, one or the other. There she is. Isn't it on it? Well, I am absolutely excited to get to introduce this to you. But it is time for me to grab my bag and I guess I'm not going anywhere. I got a lot of work to do. So we'll just leave the bagging, get cranking on this car and see what we can do to it between now and June. Thanks for watching.